Wow, happy new month, guys. Welcome to the month of September. Wow, this is Korede, your number one surgery plug in the whole of Lagos State. This year has been very eventful, resourceful, and also adventurous. And you can remember when we started this from January till now, we are still pushing. All thanks to you guys. However, you guys are not subscribing. For those who have subscribed, I really appreciate. But for those who have not subscribed, this is an opportunity to subscribe. Okay, so this month of September, I'm going to be giving you 10 different things that can cause infertility among couples. You see, that infertility, or that word infertility, has actually become a really big concern in families, among couples. The numbers of infertility cases we've got from Medri are just too many. So that's why I want to take my time to address these issues, especially to young couples, singles, and also to the married couples. What are actually the 10 things that can actually cause infertility in couples? The major issues that can actually cause infertility that nobody even consider or even look into is untreated STIs. Untreated STIs. What are STIs? Sexual transmitted infections. And this is a very big deal in causing infertility, especially where if you have an intercourse with a couple or a spouse you are not married to. This can, and it's not well treated, it can actually lead to blocked tube or even damaged sperm. For example of what I was talking about, if gonorrhea is not properly treated, it actually causes PID, which is pelvic inflammatory diseases. Now, this pelvic inflammatory disease can actually lead to blockage of tube and even reducing the quality of sperm when passing through those tubes. Definitely, I'm not going to be giving you all these issues without giving you some solution or somewhat prevention. So the best thing is the prevention. That's especially if you are not married or betrothed to that spouse. There's nothing like prevention. However, STI screenings should always be done monthly. If you are affected, STI screenings should always be done monthly to be shown that you are free of this thing. So number 2 also, which nobody thinks about but is very delicate, is post-abortal or postpartum infection. Now, this infection is when an abortion is not done well or is not done safely. Therefore, it gives a scar on the tube, especially of the uterus. Now, the best way of this is when you had air antibiotics. That's how you can actually reduce this thing. You add air antibiotics. Number 3. Now, this number 3 is actually what everybody knows about, especially in the male figure. That's when you have a low sperm count. You have a low sperm count. Well, we can't really say that there's a specific thing that has to do with low sperm count. There are so many factors that can be into it. However, how you can actually prevent this is when go to a proper recognized laboratory that they can give semen analysis. Number 4 is age. Age in terms of the female, because the female fertility rate declines after 35 years, and that's the truth. Sometimes it's good be extended to 40, but majorly after 35 years, the female fertility rate always decreases. You are a female and you are above 35, seek medical help immediately. And Medri has partnered with quite some numbers of hospitals, and we are growing. We know better people and better specialists that are actually into fertility. Their sole aim is fertility. So seek medical help And you can also contact Medri via the number beneath so that we could refer you to the best specialist on fertility cases. Number 7, we all know this one, fibroids, uterine fibroids. So we all know what fibroids are. These can actually impair implantations, and the best way to go about it is that be sure that it's fibroid by having a scan, a pelvic scan, and if it has been confirmed fibroid, the best you need is surgery as soon as possible. And this person speaking to you is Korede, your number 1 surgery plug in the whole of Lagos State. So if you are a victim or you need a surgery for fibroid or fibrosis, just contact the number below and I will give you the best specialist and the best surgeon, rather, and assure you the best surgeon to carry out the fibroid, to remove those fibrosis. Number 8, thyroid or diabetic issues, and it was linked to the previous issues that I made mention the last time. So the best thing, because thyroid or diabetic issues leads to hormonal imbalance, and this can only be prevented by exercise. You need a proper healthy exercise. Number 9, and I'm sure many men would not believe me or do not agree with me on this, but it's the truth. Chronic scrotal heat affects the sperm quality, and that's the truth. Chronic scrotal heat. You wear these tight boxers that is always squeezing your scrotal, or better still, smoking. You wear these tight boxers that always squeezes your scrotum, or smoking. Even some alcohol, high amount of alcohol causes it, and the scrotum hates heat. So the best way of prevention is stay in a cool environment and always keep your scrotum flexible and let air blow into it. Stay in a very cool environment. Which is the last, is lab error. You have lab error or poor quality semen analysis. The prevention, as you can imagine, is use accredited labs, and also we are partnered with quite some numbers of labs. If you need any lab that you can trust, you can actually reach out to Medri Incorporation. Okay, so a very quick one to summarize all what I've been saying is on a true story of 2 couples, that's Mr. and Mrs. Chibuna from Edo State. Yes, you know I love Edo people. So they have actually been waiting for a child for 7 good years. They have tried everything, and according to them, the blame game started. The wife blaming the husband blaming the wife, and things like that. It was almost leading to a divorce. But a friend of them in church heard about Medri from YouTube, that's this YouTube, and she contacted us. They had to come all the way down to Lagos State to Medri. We did some tests from the best laboratory, and we confirmed that the husband had a low sperm count, and even the wife had a blocked fallopian tube. So we had to refer them to the best facility specialist for proper lifestyle therapy. Within 18 months of lifestyle therapy, glory to God, they have a bouncing baby boy that they are proud of. And this is something, in fact, there are testimonies that the marriage will have gone haywire because of, thank God for Medri. But glory to God. However, this is not just to prove that we are the best, but knowledge is power. If you know well, you do well. Those who have subscribed, I really appreciate. But for those who have not subscribed, this is an opportunity to subscribe. So, and I'm Korede, your number 1 surgery plug in the whole of Lagos State.